now is the next step. So now we're going to make the report. So each report always has one of these questions here. So it contains a new field, which is calculated at runtime. This will calculate the score divided by 60, displayed as a percentage with 0 decimal places. Okay, so now, as always, we will make a query in design view, then we will make the report in the wizard. Okay, so I'm going to go through these one by one. So first of all, let's go to create, and then we get to query in design view. We may as well just add both tables and close. Right, so it says, so it says using filter on both tables anyway, which if you make a relationship, there's always going to be one report that's going to be based on both tables. So it contains a new field which is calculated at runtime. This field will calculate the score divided by 60 and display the percentage with 0 decimal places. Now what I would do is I would actually import the table that has the primary key. So all you do is click up here twice, 1, 2, to highlight all these. Click, hold, drag down. There we go. Then we go right to the end, and it says it contains a new field called percentage mark. Right, so that's the name of our new field. So you get the percent sign. So I'm holding down Shift and 5. Your keyboard might be different as it's set to Spanish. Underscore, mark. Then you put in colon. Okay, what I'm going to do now, actually, I think I'm going to get, hopefully I've got the magnifier on my computer so you can actually see this. I'm going to get the lens view. Okay, so I'm not going to use it for long. So here you go, you can see how I'm doing this. Right, so the next one says, so this will calculate the score divided by 60. Okay, so follow exactly what it says. So now score is a field name. So what we need to check is score in here, or is it in the next one? I've got a feeling it's in the second one. Ah, there we go. So if we go down here, right, see score, drag it down. Just drag down that one, okay? No more. Oops, contains an invalid syntax. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to delete this for the moment. I'm going to drag score down. Should have done this earlier, really. There we are. And now I'll start again. So, percentage, shift, underscore, mark, colon. Now, when we put any field names in, they have to go in the parentheses. That is the square brackets. Okay, so I'm putting in square brackets, score, and close the square brackets. And then it says divided by 60. So divide is the slash and 60. Right, now I'm just going to close the magnifier. Don't need it now. And I'll go, okay. Right, so what we're going to see, sorry, I'm just going to get rid of this stupid notification. There we go. Right, it's getting in my way. We'll move this down here so you can see me scroll along. Scroll along, and here's our percentage mark. So, oh, what can you see is wrong? Okay, hopefully you can see there might be an error with my calculations, possibly, which I can fix. That's not a problem. Okay, and hopefully you're shouting out the error I've made with my calculation right now over the computer. So, I'm going to go back to design view and I'm going to fix this. And also you can see that it's the wrong format, but that's no problem because what I can do right now is I can go to properties, I can go to format, and I want cents, and I would like, as it asks for, 0 decimal places. Now, I'm going to run this again, scroll along, and I'm checking my work. Ah, good. Right, that looks okay to me. Right, so it looks fine. I followed exactly what it says, so I don't need to multiply it by 100, okay, because to me that looks fine, okay? So, because if you look at this logically, 54 out of 60 probably would be 90%. And if you're not sure, get your calculator, okay? Run the percentage yourself, and if it is wrong, and I have made a mistake, then maybe you can comment underneath. But what I can do right now, actually, is I can actually multiply this by 100, and then I can run it again. There's no reason why you can't do that. And it still looks like it's got the same percentage. Okay, so I'm going to take that out. Well, it doesn't have the same percentage, actually, it's gone crazy, sorry. So I'm going to take that out. So see, if you think you've made a mistake, you can always check. There's no reason why you can't, because it automatically updates and saves anyway, so there's no problem, okay? Never be afraid to experiment. Right, so now, shows record where full-time is yes, unit includes internet, and the test date was on or after these dates. Right, so what we have to do right now is we've got to make a multiple criteria query. So where it says showing only these records, full time is yes, this is still a query. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to put full time, yes, don't need to do any more. Unit includes internet. Now it says includes internet, okay? So I'm going to run this query and I'm going to check. So where it says unit, right, so where's unit? Ah, we don't have it. So I've got to drag that down. Okay, so there we go. There's unit. I'll drag that down over here. Don't matter where you put it. Now I'm going to run that again and I'm going to check. Right, so it says internet and just put this at email. Security for internet. Right, so what's that's telling me? I'm going to put the magnifier back on. Now you might remember this from a previous lesson, is that that's actually telling me. Where's my magnifier? Oh, here we are. That's actually telling me that that is a wildcard query. Hopefully that'll ring a bell. So it says includes the word internet, so that means it can include anything as long as the word internet is in it. And how we do this is we simply put a star here, type in internet, close the star. Now I'm going to run this, so just let you look at that one more time. Not speech marks, star, okay? For wildcard, because it's a wildcard check. I'll close that again, run that. Okay, there we go. Internet and email, security for the internet, blah, blah, blah. Perfect. It's done it. It's done it for us. We're now 64 records, but we still got to get this. Test date was on or after. Okay? Right, so this is just simple maths. So let's look for the test date field. Do we have it, or do I need to drag it down? Looks like I've got to drag it down. There we go, yeah, it's in the other table. So let's move this over. Obviously you can drag both tables down if you want, but I personally don't like doing that because it just creates a mess. So here we are, I'm dragging it down. Now it says on or, look at the words, after. So on would be, this is where we use our operators, equal to, greater than, less than. On, and we're going to type in a test date. 1st of the 9th, 2016. Then just simply type in or, and then greater than for after. Okay? So it's got to be on, oh no, sorry, on and on, oh sorry, on or after. Whoops, I've made a mistake. That's all right. Never mind, that's why you always double check. So, then this one is on or before. Okay, so that's less than equal to 31st of the 8th, 2017. Here we go. Now, run this. Perfect. So, still got 64 records. Now, I'm going to check my dates to make sure this is correct. So, it says 1st of the 9th, 2016. Yeah, that's after. 1st of the 9th, 2016. And then it says on or before the 31st of the 8th, 2017. 31st of the 8th now. Check. Got my query right. Yes. Okay. Fine. Done it. Right. Now, so I've checked this, and as far as I'm concerned, this is right. Now, if you have made a mistake, and you know you've made a mistake, you print the report anyway, because everything you got right, you will get a mark for. Okay, so, right now I've got about 3 minutes left of this video, so I'm just going to show you this quickly. Shows only the field student ID. Now, this is basically going into a report, so I'm just going to do this very quickly. So I'm going to save this. Query 1's fine, okay, and then I'm going to go to create, report wizard. There we go. Right, make sure you've got your query selected, which I have. Okay, so shows only the field student ID. So I'm just going to select that one. Over. First name. Over. Family name. Over. Birthday. Over. Full time. Select it. Put it over. Test date. Select it. Put it over. Okay, the result and unit score, unit score, the new field we created in this order. Right, so I've done it in that order, but make sure in a layout it is done in that order. So now, next. So, next. Then it says sort the data into ascending order. So, of unit. So here we are, ascending, unit, and then descending, select descending, and score. That's it. Landscape it wants. Fits on a single page wide, so that just means wide. It doesn't matter how many pages there are in the report, as long as all the fields are on one page wide, not there's some fields on another and some fields on another page. So I'm going to look at these here. I'm just going to take steps, that's fine. And then you need to name it here, units completed. I'm going to copy and paste this. You can do this too, okay? Obviously you can't in the actual test. Now, make sure that's spelt correctly because you lose a mark if it doesn't, okay? Right, finish. And there's my report. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you any more, but you can see this layout is poor, okay? So what you need to do is close print preview, go to view, layout view, and you need to sort these out, okay? These need to be moved around. Some of them are too big, too small, okay? And you need to sort your layout view out as I've shown you previously in class, okay? But I don't have time to do that. Right, now calculates the score for average. I'm going to stop this video here because I've got 1 minute before it cuts off. And then I'm going to do a very quick 1 minute video to show you this.